Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Aaron Torres Podcast YouTube page. If you could do me a quick favor, see that little subscribe button at the bottom of your screen? Go ahead, click that subscribe button. Really does help our channel grow, our audience grow, and I really do appreciate it more than you know. So click that subscribe button. Appreciate your support. Now, here's the video that you came here for. First of all, did Houston win? Did Duke lose? And I want to, before we even get to it, I do want to start, but let me start by saying this. The Cooper Flagg foul, because I already see people, getting on me in the comments section. Duke's up at one. So Houston's up 67-69. Let's see here. Missed free throw. I'm doing this all in real time. The over the back foul call on Cooper Flagg. Okay. I thought it was a tough call. I thought it could go either way. I'll be real. I haven't seen enough replays. I'm going to see if I can pull one up very quickly here. But I just bring it up because when I look at that play, I want to see it again. Would Duke have had possession of the ball? I don't know. Let's take a quick look here. I got it too. Let me see here. It was questionable. Let me put it this way. The foul was questionable. Okay. The foul was questionable given what they allowed to kind of go the entire game. It was something that easily could have, and something that easily they could have like not called. But the counter to that is two things. One, when you score one field goal in the final 10 and a half minutes, and oh, by the way, Houston was up when that ball went up. So the missed free throw leads to the over the back. But again, Houston was up by one in that moment. And so I just bring it up because even if the foul doesn't get called, Houston had the lead, and there was no guarantee that Duke would have gotten the ball back. So don't tell me that that's the reason that Duke won, that Duke lost that game. Listen, we were sitting right behind the Houston student section. I'm here to tell you, I think about 80% of the game, Houston fans felt like they were getting a raw whistle. And so to me, did Duke win? Did Houston take it? Did Duke lose it? I think it's a combination of both. But when I look at Houston, first of all, I'll tell you, one, the defense is real. The rebounding is real. They make you so uncomfortable. They force you into so much just out of your element. Again, they're diving on the floor. They're running. They're elbowing you. There was a great video, by the way, from the open practice on Friday that kind of came out over the last probably day or so. They were practicing a 1-on-3 rebounding drill. In other words, one guy's got to beat up three guys for the ball, but they make you play so fast. They make you play so nervous. And I thought actually early in the game, Duke, it looked like the speed caught them off guard. Then they caught up. Then as time went on, I think it warmed down. The fouls, they were certainly hard, but I just bring it up because late in the game, again, Duke was up. I took some notes here. And again, I'm just trying to do this all in real time. Duke was up 59-53 at one point, and on the same possession, Houston had three offensive fouls, okay, or three offensive rebounds, okay? And so I just bring it up because I thought by the end of the game, Duke was a little bit worn down. And the question to me becomes, did Houston just wear them down? Because like I said, when you shoot as a team, you don't make a single field goal for the final 10 and a half minutes of a game. I'm sorry. That's not on the refs. That's not on Houston. That is completely on that is completely on Houston making plays and Duke not. The other thing that really stands out about this game, a couple things. One, first of all, the rebounding margins. Look at the rebounding margins. Duke, what have we talked about with Duke for the last 3 weeks? They're the biggest. I think they're quite possibly the biggest team recorded in college basketball history. Every dude is 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". Malowatch is 7'2". Well, final rebounding tallies, I'm looking at them right now. Houston 42 rebounds, Duke 31. Houston with 18 offensive rebounds against a much bigger team. And so to me, it's just I look at this game and it was, I think, let me say this. I'm trying to just process this all in real time. Drop your comments. We're going to get to a bunch of comments. If there's any, there's good ones. If there's good ones, we'll get to them first. Nothing inappropriate, but if there's good ones, we will get to them. By the way, you want to throw a super chat so Torres can go out and, I'm going to get a hot tea for this throw. Maybe a cold something else, but super chats will be prioritized. Drop your comments in. But I just bring it up because when I look at the totality of this game, to me, I'll just say this is that I think the game was played on Houston's terms. If there's one way to explain it, one way to describe it, Duke was a top 10 scoring team in all of college basketball this year. Okay. Duke on the season. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. I just had the stats because I had it for my Florida Duke preview for Saturday that or for Monday that will never be. But I just bring it up because let me see if I can find the stat. Duke averaged 90 plus points per game this year. I mean, and Houston holds them to 67. I'll say this. We shared this stat on Friday's show. I think I want to give credit to Matt Norlander from CBS. I think he had this stat that Houston was holding teams to an average of like 15 points below their season totals in games this year. Well, Duke, I think I said over 90. I'm sorry, it was 83. Duke got held to 70 in this game, so about 13 points lower than their point total. And so to me, why did Houston win this game? It wasn't the refs. It wasn't a foul call on Cooper Flagg. It was the game was dictated by Houston. And by the way, I think you know what it really was? It was exactly what we've talked about. As good as Duke is, were they going to have the toughness? Were they going to deal with the physicality? How were they going to handle everything that Houston threw at them? And the stats speak for themselves. 42 rebounds to 31 for Duke, plus 13, plus 11. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this all in real time without a voice here. Plus 13, plus 11 again in rebounds, 18 offensive rebounds. That's the difference in this game. And again, an 11-1 run with 74 seconds to go. I can't get over that and what I just saw. Again, I'm just going to go over it again. 14-point lead with just over 8 minutes to go. And then, oh, by the way, Duke was up 6 points with 1:14 left with possession and could not close it out. Producer Matt just pulled up this stat. According to one of the stats, Duke had a 92.3% chance of winning the game at about the 42-second mark. 92.3. It was an all-timer. And let me say this, too. Listen, Duke's going to be back. And by the way, I'm just throwing thoughts out here as we figure this all out in real time. Duke's going to be back. If you're a Houston Cougars fan, think about what a Houston Cougars fan has gone through. Kind of was really good in the 80s and everything. Don't win that natty in whatever, 82, 83, 84. You go to 3 straight Final Fours with Akeem, 2 with Drexler, etc. And I only bring it up, oh my goodness. Producer Matt just found the stat of the day. My guy, Kaman Malawach, who I've been raving about. Kaman Malawach, 7'2" starting center, finished with 0 rebounds. Houston was plus 11 in rebounding. This is, the gift and the curse of going live. I would love, and I don't mean this in a mean-spirited or condescending way. I would love to be in the Duke press conference just to try and figure out what went wrong for them, what they're saying, what they feel like needed to be fixed, like what went wrong. And it's just, I just can't believe what I watched. 2 more thoughts. I was getting to the Houston thought before I saw that Kaman Malawach had 0 rebounds and he's 7'2".